Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. How are we doing? We're going to do a reading today for all you guys born in the year of the pig. So welcome back, all my piggy friends. How are we doing? Let's get this reading underway and we'll find out, won't we, in a moment when we read your cards. Let's shuffle them about and stop. Ooh. Try that again. We'll shuffle them about and we'll stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take that one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. What have we got? We've got white, black, white. So, two whites, not too bad. Black in the middle, questionable. But don't forget, white isn't always all right. Black isn't always an attack. It all depends on the compatibility when we flip the cards. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, good card, very good card. Yeah, great card. We've got the catalyst card there, the sheep, which is in your triangle. It's the same same affinity triangle as you are in as the rabbit. So we've got some shifts coming in, some changes. Now this change is going to be quite in your face. It's going to be quite big. It's going to be something that is going to be bam, there you are, like a car driving through the wall of your living room while you're watching the television on a Sunday evening. Just and if there is anybody watching this right now on this Sunday evening and a car is just plowed into the side of your house, I really do apologize that potentially we could have just manifested that. However, the goat, change, shift, there is something happening, something coming. And potentially this is okay. Potentially this is something that you want. Potentially you've gone, yep, I'm just going to sit back and now let this happen. Potentially you instigated this because you are a catalyst as well. And you've gone, you know what? I'm all right with this. Let's see how it goes. I'll play my part because you will. You don't want to take the lead. You don't want control and you don't want to be expected to do too much or, you know, work out of your pay grade. You just want to be left alone, just to get on with what you do and just take your time doing it, you know, plod along. And that suits you. So potentially, this is what you're doing. Plodding along, watching this change unfold. And you've gone, yeah, all right, I'll take that. And you are. And you've taken it and you're dealing with it. And you're doing good. You are doing good. So that's a good start. I think right now what we've got here as well is that ability to start making peace and just make peace with things. You know, you'll run yourself crazy if you don't make peace with the little things that you can't change. Let it go. Can't change it, let it go. You know, permanent marker, can't get it off, nah, doesn't matter. You know, just leave it there. Don't keep scrubbing it for hours. What's the point? You're just gonna end up exhausting yourself. Leave it as it is. It now becomes unique. The tabletop is now one of a kind because of that Sharpie pen. You know, you've got to have a level of, I don't want to say ignorance, but you do. You can't take things too seriously. And for this change to start happening, this shift, it's a lot better for you to sit back and watch it happen than for you to get caught up in the oncoming storm. Now that oncoming storm isn't necessarily a bad one, even though we're in the negative, because the tiger and the boar, that's a soulmate connection. We're gonna do videos in the future on the catalyst cards and the soulmate connections. So, and while we're here, the tigers, which are communicators, and the communicators and their affinity triangle. So we're going to do loads of videos on this in the future. So hit that subscribe button and you won't miss them. But that tiger is on your soulmate connection. That is basically something that is now meant for you. There's something happening. This change is meant for you. You can't escape this. It's written. It's literally in stone. It's part of the universal script. This is happening now. We've got something on your soul path, something on your journey that is coming in and it's happening. Again, a lot better to sit back and, if you can, and just allow it to happen naturally. You don't need to push. You don't need to influence. You don't need to do too much. You might have to lift a couple of fingers here and there. There may be a couple of things to do, but don't overplay it. Don't work outside your pay grade. As simple as that. That tiger is also an emotional card. It's an emotional card. And I think right now your emotions are a bit all over the place. And you're probably not feeling enthusiastic, but confidence, the confidence will be earned. It will come. You'll start to see that it will start to pan out. Especially as you start to move forward, even if things are bad, because even getting over things and in times of sorrow and pain and heartbreak and things like this, even when that happens, when you come out of that, you become stronger, wiser, experienced. You know, there is always a negative, and that's going to happen. Negatives are everywhere. There's always going to be something negative. But from these little negatives, even the big negatives, sometimes especially the big negatives, we can take some of our positive learning moments and our most positive, you know, opportunities from that, from the experiences that we gain. So it's not all bad. What we've got here is a catalyst that's pushing you into something that's going to upset you a little bit. There's going to be, not even upset you in like a bad, horrible way, but it's going to be emotional. This is going to get emotional. And right now, you may not feel like you're being supported. Right now, you might feel like you need to be impulsive, or you might feel like you need to do something crazy, you know, dye your hair, or I don't know, buy a yacht. But let's slow down a little bit. Let's put the brakes on, because someone needs to put the brakes on. Basically, slow it down, because you are getting way ahead of yourself. And in comes the rabbit. And that's another catalyst card. So we got two catalyst cards, but these catalyst cards are in the white. The rabbit is a softer one. Very, very kind of fast and quick, like ripping off a plaster, you know, ripping off that plaster or that band-aid and just pulling it quickly. That's what we're seeing here. A catalyst that's going to disrupt things, change the dynamic of things a little bit, which is going to get you a little bit, I don't know, emotional. It's going to be emotional. But you're going to be okay, because this is meant for you. Because from this, we're going to start seeing spikes in the catalyst. Where again, if you subscribe or you continue watching, we'll do videos on this in the future. But that rabbit is basically going to fragment this change, and we're going to see loads of little changes come from this, and they're going to happen really, really quickly. They're going to happen really, really quickly, and a lot of things are going to be, I suppose, in some ways, building up that confidence. As we said previously, that rabbit is a good card. The boar and the rabbit bring balance to each other. So we're gonna be disrupted, yes. But don't forget, as we said, this goat is something potentially you instigated. It's potentially something that you wanted. It's potentially something that you've sit and watched happen for a while. Now it's come through. I mean, I'm not suggesting that you wanted a car to come and ram through your living room door, but potentially you got a really good insurance policy, so maybe you did. Anyway, you have been waiting for this, or it's something that was going to happen, and it's okay. That's okay, but it is going to get emotional. You are going to get a little bit over the place. It is going to be a little bit like stressful in some ways. Stressful, emotional. It's gonna play on your emotions a little bit, but it's not a bad thing. This is meant for you. This is going to put you, this is going to put you back on your path. It's a signpost that you are on the right path. It's basically a, you know, this is okay. It's all right. It's meant for you. It's just going to get a little bit rough. Then that rabbit's going to come in, and it's going to fragment that and break it down. And break it into these little changes that's going to build that confidence. It's going to pick you back up. We've got balance coming back. And as that balance happens and we move into next week, we can see where this catalyst is going to take us and where that change is going to kind of, what that change is going to bring. We've got trust. We've got a trust in the universe here. We've got a trust that these catalysts are supposed to happen. And we can't stop that. See, the soulmate, the soul card, that is something that is for you. That's specifically for you, and it's coming to guide you, push you, change you, whatever, experiences, wisdom, things to gain, stuff like this. Catalysts are overall. They may not even affect your life, but they're going to affect other people's around you. It could be that you're the instigator of these change, and from that, other people are going to get the benefits or the consequences of that. This is a change. This is a catalyst. It's a shift. It affects everybody. We know that something involved here is for you, and for you, it's I want to say emotional, stressful, a little bit up and down, but it is going to push you into a good place, and we are moving into a good place, and we are pushing forward in an optimistic way. So this is good. So let's try and stay that way. Communication is always good as well. If you're feeling a little bit emotional, try to talk about it. Try to get it out of your system. Try and, you know, release that pent up frustration or, you know, don't suppress things, get it out. But other than that, as you move through that emotional phase, we've got those catalysts there to push out that and move into next week. So we'll find out, won't we, next week, how you guys have got on with all of this change that is happening around you. And we'll be back next week. I can't promise it will be on the Saturday, but I'll try my best. However, we will be back at some point because you are the 12th. So you will get to you eventually. I will be back tomorrow for a reading with the rat and the ox, unless, of course, this is uploaded on Monday, because I do have an uploading problem at the moment. So if this is uploaded on the Monday, then we'll be doing the rat and the ox today. However, I'm doing this video on the Sunday, so I'm hoping it will be uploaded in time so that my comment is relevant, that we will be back tomorrow with a reading for the rat and the ox. So if you know anybody who's in the rat and the ox and you want to know more and how they're doing and what they're going through, I'll see you then. Come and check it out if you're interested. If not, no worries. I'll see you next week when we come back for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.